At this point, Angel courses have been automatically converted into Blackboard format and then imported into our Blackboard course management system. The Grade Center, however, will have to be revised before use. The conversion process interprets your Angel Gradebook and then converts it into the Blackboard Grade Center format, but the results may not be to your liking. My intent in this video is to review the Angel Gradebook format, compare it against the Blackboard Grade Center format, and then give you some pointers on how to reconfigure or rearrange and reorganize your percentage-based Grade Center in Blackboard to appear somewhat like Angel. To do this, we'll look at Angel and Blackboard side by side. Here we have our Angel tab open, and here we have our Blackboard tab open. I'm going to compare a course gradebook in Angel to a course grade center that's been converted in Blackboard. You can see on the left here that I've logged into my FYEP course that exists in my Angel Fall 2012 shell, and here it is copied into Blackboard. I'm going to go ahead and enter the grade center, full grade center, and I'll hop back over to Angel and do the same thing in the Angel Gradebook. Manage tab, Gradebook, and View All Grades. So now we can see a side-by-side comparison of the Angel Gradebook and the Blackboard Grade Center. One little tip, you can slide the course menu out of the way by just clicking that left arrow there. So a quick overview on the Angel side. Generally, when you created a percentage-based gradebook, the very first column is your overall column. That column is a percentage overall grade for your student that you can submit to UCANWeb. Now, each of these blue columns is simply a category, and each of the white columns on the side is an assignment within that category. So these assignments would be figured into the overall category average, and then each of these category averages would be figured into the overall course average. Once you understand how the assignments calculate into the overall category, and the category calculates into the overall grade, we'll take a quick look at the Blackboard Grade Center and look at the appearance and how it actually does have similarities to Angel, except for when the gradebook is copied in, these categories and the overall average are stacked on the left. So here we have our student names, but the overall average for the class is stacked to the left, and the categories, the overall average for the categories, are stacked to the left as well. The assignments then are stacked to the right, and those can be arranged really simply. So let's say we want to make this look like Angel. A few things to consider. You can create a manual graded column, or there's 4 types of calculated columns. Each of these calculated columns are the category averages. Since the category averages are based on a calculation, and the overall average is based on a calculation, if you wanted to add a column, you would want to do it through these calculated columns. But right now, we've had a simple convert and import, so we're more interested in rearranging our categories. So if you hover over the Manage button, and we want to go down to Column Organization, now think of this as the top is the closest to the left, and the bottom is more so to the right. Now if we wanted to reorder our categories to appear on the left as they did in Angel, here's our categories, and here's the assignment stacked to the right, category, assignment stacked to the right. We would have to move them up to the left. So this overall category is the furthest to the left, just like it is in Angel. And what we want to do is have our active class participation, but we also want the assignment within it stacked to the right. And here's our 1-minute papers, and I'm going to stack each of these to the right, 1, 2, and 3. Here are my event reflection papers. I will also stack those to the right as well. And I have a group presentation proposal and a group presentation. Now these two columns, weighted total and the total, which is external grade, are columns that come in from the default configuration, which we can remove. So I will first submit my changes. Now this gradebook should appear much more similar to Angel. So there's a student names on the left. I'll slide over to the right. Now, just like Angel, here's the overall grade. And then here's active class participation with the assignment within it. 1-minute paper category with the 3 assignments within that. And so on and so forth. Now these two columns that came in automatically can be removed since we won't be using them. So I'll go ahead and delete the weighted total column, which is a column that's used for the overall grade for percentage-based gradebooks, much like the one that you have that was imported from your Angel gradebook. And we'll see that this total column can't be deleted because it is set as the external grade. So once this feature is implemented, we'll be able to interface with Banner for the connection for grades. But I'm going to go ahead and set my overall as external grade, so now it has the green checkbox. And we can go ahead and delete the total, which is a points-based overall column, which we won't be using. So let's take a quick look from left to right, starting with our overall. You'll see each column stacks on the left, and to the right of it is its graded column, or graded assignment it would be called in Angel, that makes that category average. So I'll hop back over to my Angel course as well. Here's the overall with the category and the assignment in each category. And at this point, it's pretty much an exact duplicate. I would advise to take a quick look at some of these buttons within the Full Grade Center. You can actually create a column that's graded that isn't linked to any items within the course through the Create a Column, and you'll see that this is the graded column. And when you're creating the column, you can assign it to a category, which there's default categories and the categories that were imported into your course. And when you create a calculated column, generally the average column is used for the category. Now we're just thinking about the percentage-based gradebook. This is used for the category average. And the weighted column is used for the overall average, because you can assign values to the categories that make up the overall average. The Manage tab, the column organization is probably going to be used the most for rearranging the grade books and assigning items to categories. When rearranging these columns and setting up your gradebook structure, one of the most important things to do is to assign these columns to individual categories. So Assignments in Angel are now known as columns in the Blackboard Grade Center, and each of these columns needs to be assigned a category in order to be part of that category average. So through the Manage and the categories, you can see these assignments and which category they're assigned to.
There are a few important things to take from this session, and that is that during this convert and import process from the Angel Gradebook to the Blackboard Grade Center, everything does come over, it's just that it might not be arranged the way that you'd like. The first thing you want to check is that everything is in its correct category. So all assignments, discussions, tests, and manually graded columns should be in a matching category. So you want to do that through the Manage and the Categories option, or Manage and Column Organization. Calculated columns are used for the category average and the overall average. The main calculated column that you'll be using for your category average is the average calculated column. A weighted calculated column, however, would be used for the overall course grade, since you can assign values to the categories that make the overall course grade. The points-based total calculated columns can be removed or hidden since they won't be used anymore. And finally, if you have any questions, concerns, or just generally need some assistance, feel free to reach out to ol@canton.edu.